and it essentially trims it down to start at that time. Same thing with the end. You can use your up and down arrow keys to do either in seconds or milliseconds to do smaller edits. You can also use the seeker to set it at the time you want to end or start the clip, and then click to set to current time using this button here. Now you'll notice that a huge gap is created here when I trimmed down that clip. This is a space, so if you go and see what there is, it's basically a white canvas. It's just a blank canvas until your video starts. If you can leave this empty and add other clips or other things there later, but if you want to just take that out so that the video starts exactly at 0, just click it and then hit delete on your keyboard, and it will move all the clips down. Now, if you trimmed down a clip, you can untrim the clip and extend it back to the original length, but only until the original length, because there's no video past that. So I had trimmed down the end of this clip. If I now click it and drag it, adding back the original clip parts that I had previously trimmed. But I can only go so far until it stops, and I can't go past this because that was the end of the original clip. Now, something else that is really helpful and is a staple in video editing is cutting out the middle of a clip. So I just went over how to do the ends by dragging. If you want to cut out the middle of a clip, you can use the split key. So first, drag the seeker to where you want to cut the start of the part that you want to cut out. So for example, if I'm trying to cut out this section starting here and ending at around 17.3 seconds here, there's a couple ways to do it. One method is just to go to that start time, and then you can either use the split button over here, or you can right click and click split here, or you can use the S key on your keyboard. Whichever method you choose, click split, and now you can see that it turns the one original clip into two different clips that you can now click and drag to trim down to the part that you don't want. Or another method is to move the seeker to the end of the part you want to cut out, and then do the same thing where you split or use the S key. Now, this is the clip you don't want. You can either move it away into another part of the video by clicking dragging, or you can delete it with your keyboard, or a more efficient way to delete, especially if you're going to be cutting out parts and deleting clips, is to right click the ripple delete option, which basically deletes the clip and also the space that it leaves behind. So if I click that, there we go. So that whole clip and the gap are now removed. I have a smooth clip that doesn't include the part I didn't want. So you can use that method to remove any parts of the video that you don't want from the middle of clips. Another tip I have for efficiently editing, especially if there are a lot of parts in the video you're going to want to cut out, is you can just start playing the video and then use your S key to split the clip at any part that you want to start deleting. Make sure the clip is selected, and then when you start playing, I'm gonna click split whenever I want to remove a part. And this just makes it easier and faster to hit all of those parts that you don't want, and then you can go in afterwards and then quickly delete them like this. As I said earlier, this works with any layers for trimming and cutting out parts in the middle. I've just added a sample audio track, and it's the same exact process. You can select the track and then click and drag down or out to trim the start and end time, or use the timing tab to select a part of the middle to cut out. You can click it and then click the split button or S key and do the same thing. Make sure to check out all the other options in the top bar here, as well as on the side here, for things like output size and background color. And then once you are ready to get your video to download, click the red export video button. Your video will load for a few moments, and then your video will be done. And then you can click the download button over here to save it to your local device. So those are the different ways you can trim a video clip in Kapwing. If you have questions still, or comments, thoughts, leave them in the comments below. And also let us know if you want to see any other videos on this channel. We'll see you in the next one.